Alright guys, my name is Jacob Miller. Welcome back to the Jacob Show. Oh my god, okay, so yesterday I just saw Spider-Man Far From Home and oh man, let me just tell you something, man. This movie builds up the future of the MCU, as well as building up future Spider-Man villains in a big way. And oh man. Okay, so before we even get into this, I want to say right now, spoilers for Spider-Man Far From Home. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen this movie, I suggest you go to your local movie theater right now and watch it, because man, we are going to dive into deep spoiler territory. So ladies and gentlemen, back away from this movie, or no, not from this movie, from this video, pause it, watch the movie and the 2 after credits, and come back here and press play on this video. I will actually wait for you all. I'll give you 5 seconds to actually pause this video and go watch it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, now let's go talk about spoiler territory for Spider-Man Far From Home, starting with a potential villain being introduced into the Spider-Man movies. That villain is called the Chameleon. If you guys don't know who in the world the Chameleon is, let me go tell you all. The Chameleon is pretty much a Spider-Man villain that is the master of disguise. He can pretty much act, talk. He can basically act like anybody. He can look like anybody. He can sound anybody. He can sound just like anybody. And this movie builds up the Chameleon in a big way, because number one, the illusion tech that Mysterio uses. Now, of course, spoilers for the big reveal of the movie, but Mysterio is now revealed to be the villain of the Spider-Man Far From Home movie. And of course, what is very, very intriguing is that we get to see the Mysterio's illusion tech at its fullest effect. There's one scene that I actually recall to where Mysterio gets shot in the back of the head, and we see like trucks pull up, and we see Nick Fury walking up to Spider-Man, and this Nick Fury sounds just like Nick Fury, is acting like Nick Fury, and looks completely like Nick Fury, and of course that kind of reminds me of like, wait, the Chameleon? Hey, the Chameleon can actually be a big possibility, because of that one scene, as well as the illusion tech. Not only does the illusion of Nick Fury look like Nick Fury, but it also sounds like Nick Fury, and it acts like Nick Fury. So we could definitely see Nick Fury. No, oh god. We could. I'm sorry. We could see the Chameleon in future Spider-Man movies, but of course, I think that he's going to be a part of the Sinister Six, depending if Mysterio is actually alive or not. Mysterio may take the place of the Chameleon and join the Sinister Six, which of course, Spider-Man Homecoming actually built up the Sinister Six within the after credit scene. Yeah. Oh, so another big possibility for a Spider-Man villain is known as the Spider Slayer. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go tell you something about the Spider Slayer, man. The Spider Slayer is, depending on which continuity of Marvel that you're reading and who's writing the story. The Spider Slayer could either be a suit, a robot, or a mech. And the Spider Slayer is specifically designed and programmed to kill Spider-Man. And I think that for like another Spider-Man movie, that the Spider Slayer could be introduced in the third or maybe the fourth Spider-Man movie. Why? Because Spider-Man is now a menace. Spider-Man is now an enemy to the public eye. Jacob, how do you know this? Well, you see, the first after credit scene of Spider-Man Far From Home shows of course Mysterio with a clip not only like giving off the illusion that Spider-Man murdered millions of people, but Mysterio also revealed the identity of Spider-Man by saying that like Spider-Man is Peter Parker, and who was the greatest man ever who actually reported on this instantly. Oh buddy, it is one of the greatest Sam Raimi characters of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for J. Jonah Jameson. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Yes. And also, the Daily Bugle is now back. Now, of course, Jacob, what does this have to do with the Spider Slayer? Well, you see, back in the 1960s Spider-Man cartoon, there was a episode that featured the Spider Slayer, and it had this TV screen for a head, and the face that was revealed to be J. Jonah Jameson. So we could be seeing the Spider Slayer being introduced, and I think that the Spider Slayer is actually a massive possibility. Not only that, but yet there's also more evidence for this. For example, within the Spider-Man Far From Home VR game, which was supposed to pretty much like support the Spider-Man Far From Home movie in terms of like promoting it, and pretty much is just made to promote the movie. The main villain of that VR game is the Spider Slayer. How do I know this? Because number one, it's a robot, and number two, on this particular robot's chest, you could see, and I quote, a spider symbol on this robot's chest. Now, I don't know about you, but robots and the Spider-Man symbol? I mean, we've seen that with Penny Parker's spider robot within Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse a long time ago, but not in terms of the MCU. You want to know my answer is? The Spider Slayer. And who in the world is funding it, and who created the Spider Slayer? Well, I think I can actually give a great explanation for who could even create the Spider Slayer. The Tinkerer. If you all don't remember, the Tinkerer was actually introduced in Spider-Man Homecoming as a minor villain who actually created the gadgets as well as Vulture's suit with what exactly? Alien technology. So yeah, and also within the comics, we've seen the Tinkerer actually make not only gadgets but also suits for supervillains. Most notably, Black Cat's suit, which is actually specifically designed to give her opponents bad luck, essentially. So yeah, the Tinkerer could actually be the main villain of Spider-Man 3 in the form of creating the Spider Slayer. Now, how is he funded? Well, many people thought that Oscorp would actually be introduced into the MCU, but that's not the case. But who do I think is going to fund the Tinkerer's Spider Slayer? The Daily Bugle, most specifically J. Jonah Jameson. Now that J. Jonah Jameson has actually exposed Peter Parker for not only being Spider-Man, but also being a menace, J. Jonah Jameson might actually get behind the whole Spider Slayer and be like, yeah, killed this teenager. He killed millions of others, so he deserves this. You know, like, actions have consequences. Newton's law, whatever. So yeah, that would actually be very, very interesting to see, of course, J. Jonah Jameson versus Peter Parker, as well as the Spider Slayer. That'd actually be a really cool concept and a really cool movie to see. So what else was there? What's the big thing, Jacob? We know that there is a big thing. So what's next? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the second after credit scene shows, of course, Maria Hill and Nick Fury being, again, spoilers all around, Skrulls. Yes, that's right. Skrulls. Nick Fury and Maria Hill during the entire movie were Skrulls. Oh, buddy, this is fun because the Secret Invasion could happen. If you all don't know when the world the Secret Invasion was in the comics, the Secret Invasion was pretty much the Skrulls invading the MCU and in the format of like pretty much replacing heroes and villains and taking on their identities and possibly killing the other heroes. This is actually very, very fun because, of course, the Secret Invasion could not only mean another Civil War movie, but it could also bring in the fact of like many other heroes, many other like villains and heroes could possibly come back thanks to the Secret Invasion or the Skrulls. Now that there's possibly 2 Skrulls, if not more, on Earth, this means that the Secret Invasion could actually happen, or it's actually happening right now as we speak. How long has it been happening? Possibly after the events of Captain Marvel. Or even before that. Who knows how long this has been going? But yeah, you wanna know what, guys? That's my video on the future of the MCU. Those are my predictions. I did have this other prediction that, hey, you know, maybe be the future casts of these Spider-Man movies is actually secretly revealed thanks to J. Jonah Jameson coming back. But no, I do not necessarily believe that. But anyways, yeah, let's just end the video right here, ladies and gentlemen. I've been going on for 14 minutes, and you've heard me saying and a lot. I'm actually trying a script as we speak right now, so yeah, I wonder how this goes. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you did like this video, make sure you use a false smash of that like button. And of course, leave a comment down below telling me who you think is going to be within the MCU. What's next for the what's next for Spider-Man? What's next for the MCU? Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the Jacob Show, make sure that you subscribe and you tap that notification bell to be notified of new videos. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jacob Miller. I'll see you next time on the Jacob Show. Bye-bye.